Hi guys, in this lab, I'll be covering the introduction to AWS Enumeration in PondLab. Every lab on PondLab comes with a scenario, and for this, it is your first day on the red team and you've been tasked with examining a website that was found in a fished employee's bookmark. Check it out and see where it leads. In scope is the company infrastructure, including cloud services. Now, the learning outcome for this lab want to give you familiarity with the AWS CLI, basic S3 enumeration and credential exfiltration, and an awareness of how this scenario could have been prevented. But the ultimate goal of this lab is to understand AWS S3 enumeration in some depth. This is meant to be an easy lab. Work with me as I solve this lab. For the entry point, I was given two data. First is a website of our target, and second is an OpenVPN file to connect to the website. So I believe from this I should perform enumeration somehow and extract an S3 bucket, then exfiltrate the flag in it and then submit the flag. Now the first thing that I did is to connect to the OpenVPN file on my second screen and launch the website on my browser to begin enumeration. First thing that you can notice it's running on HTTP, so you know that there is something off. So, but now the goal of this lab is AWS S3. So that means that my objective now is to find an S3 bucket. So first thing that I want to do is to view source page or view page source, and then basically want to find Amazon, right? So from here I can see an S3 already of the company, which is Dev Logistics, right? So let me just complete it. Amazon AWS. So S3 Amazon AWS dev.logistics.com, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the S3 bucket. Dev.huge. Let me just copy this, copy link address. Then as usual, go to my notepad and always document whatever I find for easy trackability. After finding the company's bucket, I knew that the following thing needed to do is to begin my enumeration on the S3 bucket. And so I pull up my terminal and then begin enumeration. Okay, so let's use AWS S3 ls. Then the same link that we got, but this time just the bucket name. All right, I'll copy this. Then I'll say no sign request. No sign request. Okay, and so we got a lot of buckets, folders in this bucket. There are a lot of folders, then, but this shows that this is the website bucket, and what catches my attention or what catches my fancy is this admin folder. So next thing that I want to do is to list the content of the admin folder. I checked my access to all the folders in the bucket to see which one I could access without a signed credential, and then I got access to this folder. Although I noticed that I made a mistake in the AWS command because there is more information in other buckets, but I missed it because of that mistake. And logo. So let's just copy script and then get it into our system. So AWS S3 copy, then path to script.js. Then we have no sign request. Oh, sorry, mistake. So once copy it into our system folder. All right, downloaded. So I can see cat script.js, and this is all we have: a variable, and then a loop, if else. All right, so that is what we have so far. What else? So So I got stuck here and realized that I've missed something vital. And I did a little retracement and found out that there was more information in the bucket. Alright, so running the AWS list command once again on the shared so that there is actually a zip file. I don't know, I ran it before, but this time probably with the forward slash worked. So let's also try to copy this zip file into our system. So instead of the list command, we're going to change it to the copy command cp. Then, okay, this is going to be shared. And then lastly, we're going to download this. Oh, mistake. Into our system folder. Okay, so next thing, let's unzip the folder, the HL migration folder. Alright, you can see there is a PowerShell file, migrate secrets.ps1. Let's try to read the content of the PowerShell file. Okay, so there's a access key leak and a secret key leak. So then, as usual, let's also save the output of whatever we find into our notepad so that we can always use them for further analysis. So from this now we have the access key, then we have the secret key as well. So with this we can log into AWS on the terminal. Let me clear my terminal. So AWS configure. Then I will copy the access key, then the secret key as well. So with this, if the credentials are valid, then we should have access into the remote project, the remote lab. So to confirm our identity, we'll say AWS STS get caller. If that is done, get caller identity. If I'm sure that this is how we're going to see if the credentials are valid. So yeah, it gives us the bucket ID. Sorry, this is the project ID or the tenant ID. Then the user palm test. So we're logged in as palm test user in this account. So let's see, does this user have access to that admin directory in the bucket, which is this. So instead of me using no sign request now, I'm just going to come and clear that and try to list it again. All right, so we have good access into the admin directory. So there are two files, flag.txt, then web transaction export.csv, comma separated value. So let's copy the flag.txt so that we can submit our flag. So copy, I think there's a way I can just read the content without downloading it. I think if I'm correct, the dash at the front, just print it out. Okay, download field. That means I have to just use dot slash and allow it download normally. Still there's a forbidden error. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Just remember that I did not call the file directly. Okay. I don't think the dash at the front works. But this forbidden that I'm getting. Let's see, can we get this web transaction? After getting lots of permission denied on that particular folder, which was the admin folder, I decided to continue my enumeration with my current access key to check other folder that I got denied access from previously to see which one I can access now and see what vital information I can extract. From the output here, we can see different files: AWS Secret Manager Migration, Discovery and Design PDF, AWS Secret Manager Migration Implementation PDF. We have the Migrate Secrets PowerShell script. We have the test export XML. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm not sure I need the first and second one, but let me take a look into the PowerShell script and then the test export. Let's just see what all we can find about that. So same command, I will say migrate underscore secret. I tried to auto complete the forgetting that it's not possible. So AWS S3 copy, then I'm going to paste into our system. For the migrate secret.powershell, then we're going to do that again for the test export if that works fine. All right, so it works fine. Now let's just change this. Also, let me just try if the read directly is also like possible, because that one was given forbidden. I said it. So it's possible to read directly without even downloading it. And this is the test export. I think I noticed something. Yeah, AWS IT admin straight up. So this is the access key, this is the account ID, then this is the secret key. I'm not sure if this is going to work directly. There are leaked password as well, but it is what they try. If they don't work, then I'll come back and read everything in total. So now AWS configure to change my access key and secrets. Let's use one. All right, so let's go back to nope, I'm going too far. Yeah. Okay. So it works. We've gotten our flag. And with that, we've been able to successfully enumerate and exfiltrate data from the AWS S3 bucket. I hope you've learned something new. If you like what I'm doing, kindly subscribe and like the video. Thank you.